All right, let's talk about something we all feel. You ever just get so frustrated by the little tiny things and wish you had, I don't know, a bigger heart? Well, today, we're going to dive into a really simple but honestly profound shift in how we see things that can help us get past all those daily annoyances.
You know that feeling, right? It's so familiar. A coworker says something that just gets under your skin, or, oh my gosh, that one habit a family member has grates on you for the millionth time. And in that moment, don't you just wish you could be more like the ocean? You know, just vast and calm and able to take it all in without getting rocked.
And the thing is, this feeling, it almost always leads to this nasty cycle of self-criticism. First, we react, right? We get upset. And then later, we're just beating ourselves up, thinking, why can't I just let that go? Why am I so small-hearted? It's such a frustrating loop to get stuck in. I mean, look at these. These triggers are totally universal, aren't they? We react almost on autopilot, and it's only later that we're wishing we'd had a bigger, more generous perspective. So what is really going on under the surface here? Well, according to a Buddhist monk named Osho Taigu, the diagnosis for this whole small-hearted feeling is, well, it's pretty surprising. It's not about lacking patience. It's not about willpower. The real culprit, he says, is just one single letter, I. So he doesn't jump straight to a solution. Instead, he starts with this incredibly powerful question that just cuts right to the core of the whole thing. He asks, who are you living? Notice that, not what are you living, but who. And it turns out our usual answer to that question is exactly where the problem starts. See, most of us, of course, would naturally answer, well, I'm living my life. But Osho Taigu points out that this intense focus on I, on our ego, is the very thing that builds this super sharp boundary between me and them. And that's why we get so defensive. It makes perfect sense. When every single thing is filtered through this lens of I, then anything that challenges my views or my efforts feels like a direct personal attack. Our ego feels threatened, and its first instinct is just to push away anything and anyone that's different. Okay, so if I is the problem, then what's the solution? Well, here's the cool part. It's not about, destroying your ego or anything like that. It's about adopting this really profound and honestly liberating shift in perspective. It's about changing the subject of your life story. And here is that crucial shift. The prescription is to change that internal monologue from I am living my life to I am living life. Yeah, life with a capital L. Think about it like this. You're not just this isolated little individual. You are life itself, just temporarily having the experience of being you. So what this is a move from a worldview that's all about separation. Me versus you, my team versus your team, to one of unity. A perspective where we start to see everyone as just part of the same fabric of life. Okay, I know this might sound a little out there, a bit abstract. So how do we make this idea real? How do we make it tangible in our actual day-to-day lives? Let's use this really powerful analogy that Osho Taigu gives us to help it all click. Think about the sea. The sea doesn't judge. It doesn't care if a fish is a beautiful clownfish or a weird-looking anglerfish from the deep. It accepts the shark and the tiny shrimp, all the same. It has zero ego, no sense of me versus them. It just envelops all of them. It holds everything. That is the essence of having a big heart. But this huge cosmic idea of being the ocean, it doesn't start with, going out and saving the world. Osho Taigu brings it right back down to earth, right into our homes, with this incredible piece of wisdom from Mother Teresa. The real practice of dissolving these boundaries, it begins with the people who are right there in front of us. So, let's get practical. How does this become something you can actually do? Look, this is not about becoming a saint overnight, not at all. It's about a small, simple, repeatable exercise you can literally start doing the second this is over. All right, here's your key takeaway. This is a quiet, internal practice. Step 1, just notice the I. When you feel that irritation or judgment bubble up, just catch that thought that starts with I think or I feel. Step 2, reframe the subject. In your head, just gently change that thought to something like life is living or life is experiencing this feeling. And finally, step 3, soften the boundary. Try to see that other person not as this separate being, but as just another expression of the very same life that you are. The whole goal is just to make that wall between you and them a little bit thinner. And that's the challenge I want to leave you with. This isn't about some huge dramatic gesture. It's just about a small, conscious choice. So think about it. Today, whose boundary will you try to soften? Maybe it's that family member who always pushes your buttons. Maybe it's a coworker. Or, hey, maybe it's even a total stranger you find yourself judging in line at the coffee shop. The journey to a bigger heart, it doesn't start with a giant leap. It starts with one small step, one tiny decision to soften a single boundary.